So the Reaper Invitational just happened and I wanted to give my 2 cents, basically describing it and how weird it was. I think it was awesome to see all of the top players we're used to seeing and some a little bit like not unfamiliar, but people we don't really get to see in the spotlight like Cosmos and Mr. E come out. It was cool to watch Gluto's Link, even though he didn't do particularly fantastic. It was cool to see Link on the, big stage. It was amazing to watch Ouch's amazing run where he beat so many crazy players that he basically won a major to do it. It was cool. I'm gonna give my 2 cents on a format though. Production wise, the tournament was cool. I love watching invitationals. They're always super fun to watch, super fun to put bets on. The format itself though felt kind of weird. I don't really get it. Just to describe it, there were 2 acts, and the first act is a reverse singles bracket where there is like matchups that happen, and if you lose, you fight the 2 losers fight, and if they lose, the 2 losers of the 2 losers fight until one is the Reaper, I guess is the idea. And then in the second act, you're either safe or you're not safe, and if you're not safe, you fight the Reaper, who if you lose to, you are out of the tournament. And I guess it's like all reverse brackets. I don't really know what the intention with it is, other than the fact that it led to Ouch playing a ton of sets while Tweak played against Ouch only twice. I think that was more of a coincidence if anything, but I don't know. I'd like to see invitationals try different things, and it was different. It was very cool, but I don't know if I would ever say it would replace any invitational formats. I know people really don't like how round robin is, with ties, and when there's only 4 people, it can be very much a struggle to find a format that works for invitationals. So trying something different is always cool in my book. I don't know if this will be it though, because I'm pretty sure Tweak only played 2 sets to win the whole thing, while Ouch played 5, which might just be like, oh, it's like winners and losers bracket. If you have a losers run, it's that much farther than if you have a winners run, but like only 2 sets? Why did that happen? Right now, I am holding my breath that regular invitationals are gonna happen. It was pretty cool to see Cosmos play again. I feel like it's been like forever since I've seen Cosmos play. I thought he was picking Inkling back up. I think he went Inkling against Gluto for like 1 or 2 games. But I think the Pyramithra was still his main. I don't know. I'm still a gigantic Cosmos fan, so I'm going to be rooting for him, but it was always nice to see him play more and more. I think this invitational really reminded me that I think Syrup's just a top player now. Like, I used to think, oh, his Steve is still very good, but he's a Nest player through and through, and he does a pretty good, but not incredible. But yeah, he's top 20 now in the world, and he just stays up there. He still beats a ton of people. That guy is just cracked. It's a bit weird because it feels like secondary Steves are becoming main Steves, and Steve is now going from that, oh, no one's really complaining about him thing and like always getting a bit solved, to, oh, he's a problem again, nope, we have to ban him again. I just think it's funny because I think back then when we had like Yanni and Onin and like Syrup's Steve's not new, but it was newer than those 2. It's just funny to see how dominant Steve is becoming again, even though he never really fell out of dominance. It's just people were been ignoring the fact that he's crazy just because these top players have been iffy, especially because of Cola didn't travel. But I guess with Syrup on top of that, they have another crazy Steve to worry about. Even though Ouch lost to Tweak twice, he still beat Zamba, he still beat Light. It was a sick run. If you have any time to just go back and watch those sets, you should. I might do a video just literally talking about those sets because they were so cool, especially because I think a lot of Wolf players weren't really believing in that character. I know my boy Danny was worried about how valuable Wolf was. I know that other than like a few household names, most wolves are secondary wolves, but Ouch and Jackal and Danny, and they're just a good amount of wolves now. I think we can say safely that Wolf can in fact do it. It's just the hard matchups are hard. We still have to worry about Kazuya, you still have to worry about Sonic, you still have to worry about Steve, even though I think Wolf does fine against Steve. Honestly, I think Wolf can just fight all of those characters, but it's cool. It's so cool to see more and more Wolf gameplay because I love playing Wolf and I love watching Wolf. Gluto going Link was very funny because I don't think it really changed anyone's minds about Link. These matchups are definitely not good for Link. I feel like he beating Cosmos was pretty cool, but I think Gluto being that much better than Cosmos was more the reason than Link doing really anything crazy, especially against the Light. Like, that matchup feels so hard, and Light definitely showed that. But you know, it's cool that I don't know if Gluto's seriously thinking about playing Link. I'm not even sure why the Link came out really. Link still has like a few things. I always do think his Nair is the best Nair in the game. High key, he's still heavy, he's still strong, but being slow, being combo food, and being easy to pressure is really tough in a meta like this with so many fast characters who combo you forever. But you know, if Gluto flicks him out just to troll or for certain weird matchups, then I think it'd be pretty fun to watch. I just don't think it's the serious pick for him, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Link has some secret sauce that we haven't seen yet. Maybe Gluto will be the one to find it, but Link sucks. That's just how well, sucks is strong. Link is okay. Final thing I'll say is this also solidified to me that Mr. E is a top player. I think he also had that high level distinction to my head, but nah, that guy is crazy. Man, there's just so many good players in this game now. I'm so glad to see Mr. E doing so well. I really hope to see more, if we're gonna count invitationals for the world rankings. I hope to see more variety of who gets to play at them. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you want the best players to play every time. I get it. But there's a lot of definitions to best players now. I think there's just players who don't really get a chance to shine. And I feel like Mr. Eve was one of them. I don't know. Hey, if you want to have top 8s or invitationals that have Spargo, Leo, Akola, Mia, of course I'm going to watch them. But it was more fun to see all these different guys show out and really show how good they are and how cracked they are, because it's fun. It's fun to see the top players of different characters. I'm a bit of a hater when it comes to the whole, oh, let's fly out the best player of Little Mac. I'm kidding, not really Little Mac, but low tier characters or characters that aren't really in the meta just for the sake of it. But if that gives them a chance to show that the character can do something, I'm all for it. All that to say, Reaper Invitational, you were a fine idea, cool tournament, and if you ever come back, let's just hope that we have more diversity when it comes to matches and more people get to play. I think that it's a fine format, but not one I'd really want to be normalized anytime soon.